Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to a short and sweet, the show that does not support drug abuse. Let's just get that out there now. Today our card is Junky Smurf, a 3/3 legendary goblin shaman for 1 and a green and a red. Junky makes each other non-human creature you control enter the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. Yes, Grumgully fully embodies your local drug dealer, whether it be the unkept fingernails, the methy smile, the bloodshot eyes, the pale blue skin that makes you wonder how they survived their last hit, the overgrown fox fur that somehow grew out of their baby-faced neck, or, that exact quote you hear when you're avoiding eye contact at your bus stop. The one thing that comes to mind with Grumgully, just like drug addiction itself, is persist. If you don't know how persist works, you must never watch any of my combo videos. If a creature with persist dies and it didn't have a -1/-1 counter on it, return it to the battlefield with a -1/-1 counter on it. But with Grumgully, if that creature is non-human, and every persist creature is non-human, they enter with a +1/+1 counter on it thanks to the junkie over here. And when a creature has a +1/+1 counter and a -1/-1 counter on it at the same time, they cancel each other out and both get removed, allowing you to do it again. So let's spin the magical wheel's sack outlets and see which ones we'll use. Ashnod's Altar for endless mana, Altar Dementia for mill, Spawning Pit for tokens, Greater Good for card draw, Goblin Bombardment for damage. Take your pick, and then let's select a persist creature. There are 6 persist creatures that can go into a strictly red and green EDH deck. Notable ones being Woodfall Primus, which can blow up all of your opponent's non-creature permanents, and Lesser Masticore, which can ping all your opponent's creatures to death, if paired with a sack outlet that makes mana. But the truth is, you can use any persist creature if you also have one of our good friends, Impact Drummers or Altar of the Brood, both of which can ping or mill your opponents to death respectfully. But if you add this tweaker to a 3-color deck, you get more options in persist creatures that can give you access to continual damage, or recursion, or life gain, or card draw. So go nuts. And I'm sure you can figure out how to give yourself continuous ETB effects with a combination of Cauldron of Souls, which allows you to give any creature persist, and cards like Corridor Monitor, which can untap an artifact when it enters the battlefield. Just tap the Cauldron to give the Monitor and a non-human creature with a good enter the battlefield effect persist, and then sack them. When they come back in, you can untap your Cauldron with the Monitor to repeat the process. Grumgully even gets his own little meth lab with animation module. When you put a +1/+1 counter on a creature, you can pay 1, and if you do, you make a servo. But when this servo comes in, it also gets a counter because it's not a human. And then you can repeat this process for as much mana that you have. And those are some combos you can do with the new speed freak on the block. Remember kids, don't do drugs, no matter what Grumgully tells you. And don't get in his van either. Are you gonna make Grumgully your commander? Are you gonna try to pull off some of these combos? Let me know in the comments below. And when you need your next fix of magic, your magic fix, not drugs, magic, I'll be right here on the internet.